Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's matchup between your Tabor College Blue Jays and the visiting York College Panthers. Blue Jays coming in to tonight's contest with a winning record inside the KCAC at 3-2, 5-4 overall. The visiting Panthers are 0-5 inside the KCAC and 1-9 overall. Coaching the Panthers tonight is Karina LaTorre, and the Blue Jays, of course, Coach Sean Reed in his 9th season as the Blue Jay head coach. We'll go to the starters first for the visiting Panthers. Starting at guard is Melody Thompson. At the other guard position is Deja Durrell. At the third guard position is Amaya Diaz. At the center position is Kendall Fike. At the other forward position is number 32, Julia Trujillo. Now for your Tabor College Blue Jays. Starting at guard is Sammy Jo Patterson, number 12. At the other guard position is number 20, Ashton Wiebe. At the other guard, number 23, Casey Rice. At forward, number 24, Kylie Burns. And starting at center, the Blue Jays' leading scorer on the season is Zoe Sheldnight. And we are going to take a pause for the national anthems and the introduction of starting lineups by Dr. Mike James. And we're just about to get things started here in Hillsboro. The Blue Jays in their home white uniforms, blue trims on the side, and the Panthers in their away black uniforms with also blue trim on the side. Jumping for the Blue Jays is number 23, Casey Rice, a sophomore out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Jumping for the Panthers is number 32, Julia Trujillo, the junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Blue Jays control the tip. Sammy Joe Peterson in the front court gives way to Ashton Wiebe, who's guarded by Deja Durrell. Panthers start out in a man-to-man defense. Blue Jays looking to run some offense here. Casey Rice in the left wing, a little bit strong, no good. Sammy Joe Peterson tips the ball out. Casey Rice controls, gives way to Ashton Wiebe, controlling the ball up top, looking to run some offense here for the Blue Jays. Zoe Shield Knight misses a three at the top of the key. Rebounded by the Panthers, controlled by Deja Durrell. Durrell's guarded by Casey Rice. Gets a screen, drives in the lane. Shooting the jumper is number 25, Kendall Fike, able to hit the 15-foot mid-range jumper. Panthers take a 2-0 lead here early on in the first quarter. Casey Rice on the right wing gives it right back to Ashton Wiebe. Sammy Joe Peterson has the ball taken away by number 24, Amia Diaz. She controls the ball in the front court for the Panthers. York winless in conference play, 1-9 overall record. Blue Jays start out in their traditional man-to-man defense. Deja Durrell gives the ball down low. Great defensive play right there by Kylie Burns. Ashton Wiebe now taking the ball in the front court for the Blue Jays. Casey Wright feeding the post to Shield Knight. Shield Knight loses the ball, ends up in the hand of the Panthers. Melody Thompson controls the ball. Panthers looking to run some offense. Gives the ball in the post. Kicks it back out. Durrell now. Still guarded by Casey Rice. Durrell penetrates into the lane. Gives to Thompson. Thompson drives. Has her shot partially blocked by Rice. Gets her own miss. And we're going to have a shot clock violation on the Panthers. Shot clock did not go off. It reset, actually, I believe. The official said the ball did not touch the rim, so technically a shot clock violation, turnover, ball goes to the Blue Jays. Point guard Ashton Wiebe, the sophomore out of Elbing, Kansas, controls the ball for the Blue Jay. Drives, helps, kicks it back out to Kylie Burns, and Wiebe gets the rebound, gives it to Sammy Joe Peterson up top. She's going to give it to Burns, who's going to look down low to Shield Knight. And a good positioning move right there by Shield Knight. She'll go to the free throw line for the opportunity to shoot two. There's a pretty great entry pass right there from Burns and a great positioning by Shield Knight, who is leading the Blue Jays in points per game at 10.5. Pretty consistent scoring on the season by the Blue Jays starters. Sammy Joe Peterson averaging 7.1 points per game. Ashton Wiebe averaging 6.2. As Shield Knight hits the second free throw. Casey Rice averaging 7.2 points per game, and Kylie Burns averaging 7.6. Thompson guarded closely by Peterson. Gives away to Durrell, who's still guarded by Rice. Durrell all the way to the basket, no good. Rebounded by Shield Knight. She's going to give away to Wiebe. Wiebe now in the front court. She's going to find Peterson on the left wing, and they're going to call a moving screen on Zoe Shield Knight. Possession to the Panthers. Panthers up 2-1 with 6:27 left to go here in the first quarter. And three-pointer no good from the top of the arc. Rebound of the Blue Jays. Just checking into the ball game. Number 33, Hannah Gilmore snatches that rebound. Also checking in is number 40, Tara Nelson. Peterson gives to Wiebe, gets the ball back to Peterson, drives in a crowd of Panthers. Gives it to Wiebe. Wiebe with 6 on the shot clock. Casey Rice from the left wing, a little bit strong, rebounded by Gilmore. Gilmore's going to lose the ball, and it goes out of bounds, deflected off of a Panther. Blue Jays maintain possession. Checking into the ball game for the Blue Jays is number 5, Taryn Holt, the senior guard from Eureka, Kansas. Blue Jays inbounding the ball under their own basket, an opportunity. So we're on a set play here. Blue Jays get it up top to Tara Nelson. Gives it over to Casey Rice on the left wing. Finds down low. Ball deflected, but ultimately in the hands of Hannah Gilmore. Blue Jays kick it back out. They got 3 on the shot clock. Ashton Wiebe going to have to drive and force it up. And the ball is deflected, and it's going to be a shot clock violation on the Blue Jays. Panther possession. Checking into the ball game for the Panthers is number 4, Tashay Jackson. A solid drive right there by Durrell, as Thompson's going to go all the way. Left-handed scoop shot, no good. Rebounded by Taryn Holt. She's going to give away to Ashton Wiebe, the sophomore point guard. She's going to call a screen out from Tara Nelson. She's going to go back around that screen, force up a 17-footer, a little bit strong, no good, rebounded. Is going to be controlled by the Blue Jays. Casey Rice all the way to the basket, going to draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be called on number 32, Julia Trujillo. Number of substitutions coming in for the Panthers. Checking in is number 21, Maria Lopez, and number 0, Susie Traver. Coming in for the Blue Jays is going to be number 3, Allie Stayathone. Casey Rice makes the first free throw. And hits the second. Rice shooting 90% from the charity stripe on the season, drains both of those. Blue Jays take a 3-2 lead with 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Offensive rebound by the Panthers, going to try to get it into the lane. Good ball movement. Jumper no good, rebounded by Hannah Gilmore. She's going to get it to Stayathone. Taryn Holt controlling the rock for the Blue Jays, going to give it to Gilmore, who's going to shoot a 3 from the top of the key. No good, short, gets her own miss. And going to give it out to Casey Rice. Thought about a 3. She is going to shoot it this time. No good, a little bit strong. This time it's going to be rebounded by the Panthers, controlled by Susie Traver. She's going to be aggressive, driving all the way to the rim. Ball hits off the backboard. Panthers rebounded and stolen by Stayathone. She's going to bring the ball into the front court for the Blue Jays. Going to give it to Casey Rice. She's going to drive all the way to the basket. A lot of contact, no foul call. Blue Jays are going to tip the ball out of bounds. York is going to have possession. Another substitution for the Blue Jays. Rice coming out of the game. Coming into the game is Anna Marie Wilkin, the senior guard from Denver, Colorado. And we have a 30-second timeout called. We're going to take a short break here. Panthers control the ball. Deja Durrell driving to the basket. It's going to force it back outside. Panthers looking to go inside. Maria Lopez working on the block, going to give it back to Durrell. Durrell guarded closely by Stay at Home. Good defense by Stay at Home. She's going to steal the ball and push the ball into the front court. Blue Jays looking to set up some offense. Still have not made a field goal yet. All three of their points have come from the free throw line. Gilmore is going to give it to Stay at Home. She's going to throw it down low to Nelson. Good ball movement here by the Blue Jays. Hoyt going to give to Gilmore. He's going to go down to Nelson. And she's going to kick it back out looking for Wilkin, but the ball is going to be stolen by Traver. She's going to aggressively drive to the basket. A good defense there by Taryn Hoyt, I beg your pardon, tipping the ball out of bounds. Got some wholesale substitutions by the Panthers. As they inbound the ball under their own basket. Melody Thompson inbounding. She's going to get it into the backcourt to number 4, Tashay Jackson. Down to the post, and the ball's going to be tipped around, controlled by Nelson. She's going to be fouled on the wrist, 90 feet away from her own basket. That is going to be the 4th team foul on the Panthers. Foul is going to be called on to Tashay Jackson, her first. Allie Stay at Home controlling the point for the Blue Jays. Gets a pick from Nelson. Going to go to Hoyt in the right corner. Hoyt looking to get the ball down to Gilmore. She does. Gilmore penetrates and gives it back to Hoyt for a three. A little bit strong. Stay at Home gets the offensive rebound. Finds herself wide open in the corner. Decides not to shoot it. Gives the ball to Gilmore up top. Beg your pardon, that was Nelson. Gilmore in the block. Gets her own rebound. And she kicks it out to Nelson. Anna Marie Wilkin into the left corner. Guarded aggressively by Tashay Jackson. She's going to force up a three-pointer as the shot clock expires and does not draw iron. It's a shot clock violation is going to be called. A couple of substitutions for the Blue Jays as Shield Knight and Peterson come into the ballgame. Still a 3-2 game. The Blue Jays leading. Melody Thompson controls the point for the Panthers. Blue Jays have played really solid defense here in the first quarter, holding the Panthers to 2 points. Same could be said about the Panthers holding the Blue Jays to 3 points as a loose ball foul is going to be called on Tashay Jackson of the Panthers. Jackson comes out of the game getting her second foul call. Coming in to replace her is Amia Diaz. Stay at Home finds Peterson on the right wing. Blue Jays are going to be looking to get Shield Knight involved in the offense. Gilmore with the left hand penetration all the way to the lanes. Shield Knight gets the rebound. I believe they're going to call a loose ball foul on the Panthers. It's going to be Julia Trujillo with the foul. Immediately coming in to replace her is going to be Haley Schofield. The senior from Casper, Wyoming. I believe we're in a 1-and-1 situation here with Shield Knight going to the line. A 60% free throw shooter on the season coming into today. And again, all the Blue Jays points here in this first quarter coming from the free throw line. As Shield Knight makes both of them, Blue Jays lead 5-2. Thompson giving the ball to Hannah Zimmerman, who has checked into the game, the freshman from Wisconsin, as a great ball movement there by the Panthers results in a basket. 53 seconds and counting left here in the first quarter. Stay at Home. Going to find Sammy Jo Peterson out top. Guarded by Zimmerman. And the ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. Oh, what a great save by Anna Marie Wilkin. She's going to drive aggressively all the way to the basket. No good. Shield Knight's going to get the offensive rebound and gets the friendly touch. And that's going to be the Blue Jays' first basket of the first quarter from the field. And they lead 7-4. Good defense right there by Wilkin, knocking the ball out of bounds. Panthers retain possession. And the shot clock is off. You have to expect that the Panthers are going to hold to take the last shot of the first quarter. And Wilkins steals it, 6 seconds on the game clock. Gets into the front court. Sammy Jo Peterson aggressively driving into the lane. It's going to be a jump ball violation called. Blue Jays going to be to the Panthers. Wilkin has provided a spark off the bench for the Blue Jays as the buzzer sounds. Blue Jays lead at 7-4. We'll be back with more Blue Jay basketball.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
And we are here to start the second quarter. Blue Jays leading 7-4. In that first quarter, the Blue Jays just shot 1 of 15 from the field. My mathematics checks out. That's around 6%. And they still lead at 7-4 over the York College Panthers. Casey Wright dribbles into a crowd, forces a shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Haley Schofield gives away to Deja Durrell. Durrell is guarded by the versatile guard for the Blue Jays, Casey Wright. Blue Jays playing really good defense. Panthers only shot 2 of 12 from the field in the first quarter. That shot no good. Rice rebounds, and she's going to push it into the front court herself. And she's going to get it to Shield Knight. Shield Knight, Blue Jays leading scorer with 5 points in the opening quarter. And a good post move, no good on the floater. Kylie Burns misses, and the Panthers regain possession. Durrell's going to get a screen. She's going to force the inside ball, tipped around. It's going to be stolen by Ashton Wiebe. Wiebe's going to give it to Sammy Jo Peterson. That was a good look up court. No good. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, and York is going to have possession. York looking to run some offense here. Durrell gives it to Diaz, and Diaz is going to travel. Turnover possession, Blue Jays. Amia Diaz is the York College leading scorer on the season, is averaging 14.4 points a contest. Blue Jays looking to run some offense here. Kylie Burns is going to be fouled as she was getting an entry pass from Shield Knight. It's going to be the first team foul here in the second quarter on the Panthers. Sammy Jo Peterson inbounds the ball to Burns, who's going to give it to Casey Rice at the top of the key. Good pass into Shield Knight, and a beautiful fadeaway jumper right there by the sophomore from Oklahoma. 9-4 is our score here in the second quarter. Durrell going to force a pass into the lane and missing a jump shot rebounded by Ashton Weeby. Weeby is going to take it all the way to the basket. Oh, what a good move there. And she's going to get an opportunity to convert a three-point play. A beautiful hesitation dribble. Elects not to take the screen, forces her way into the lane, and makes the layup as she was fouled. Weeby, an 80% free throw shooter on this season. Another one of the underclassmen that contributes for this Blue Jay squad. And she makes the free throw. Blue Jays leading at 12-4. They have opened the second quarter with a 5-0 run. Durrell forcing her way in the lane. A good pass to the block. No good. Rebounded by Shield Knight. That was a good play right there by Durrell, getting it to her big, missing the floater though. And Weeby aggressively drives to the basket, gives it to Sammy Jo Peterson into the right corner, and is able to hit the three. Blue Jays really feeling it now on offense. Really stagnant in the first quarter. They've come out firing here in the second. It was all started by the point guard Weeby driving to the basket, hitting Peterson in the right corner for a three. And it is answered on the opposite end by Amia Diaz. The leading scorer for the Panthers now has 5 points on the night and hits a contested three-pointer at the top of the key. That was a really tough shot to hit, and the ball's going to be turned over by the Blue Jays. Casey Rice unable to handle a pass. A couple of substitutions coming in for the Panthers. Sadie Pittman, who's actually the leading rebounder on this Panther squad, and number 0, Susie Traver. Blue Jays leading 15-6. And a quick move to the basket, no good. Good defense right there by Casey Rice. She's going to get it over to Weeby. She's going to be guarded closely by Durrell. Blue Jays looking to run some offense here. Peterson's going to give it to Burns in the post. She's going to get it out to Shield Knight. A little bit strong on the three. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Durrell's going to get it into Fike. Fike is going to give it out to Diaz. And Diaz hits her second consecutive three-pointer. Now the score is 15-9. Both offenses getting it going here in the second quarter. Already outscoring their first quarter output, and we still have 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the second. Shield Knight in the post, working like a technician, and oh, what a great move right there by Shield Knight. She manufactures her 7th point of the evening. Diaz, who has the hot hand right now for the Panthers, has the ball, gives it to Durrell, who's going to force her way to the top of the key. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Getting on the ground to go after it is Weeby. And a really good hedge right there by one of the Blue Jays bigs, Kylie Burns. As Burns comes out, Blue Jays come in with 3 substitutions. Julissa Garcia coming in for the Blue Jays, as well as Taryn Hoyt. Ball deflected into the post. Blue Jays again. Ashton Wiebe getting on the ground to get after the loose ball. Jump ball goes to the Blue Jays this time. Two jump balls in a matter of 15 seconds. Wiebe in the front court. She's going to give it to Garcia. Garcia over to Casey Rice. Blue Jays offense has looked much better here in the second quarter. Hoyt is going to take a Garcia screen and get it out to Gilmore. Gilmore with the three from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Zimmerman of the Panthers. Zimmerman going to take it herself. Zimmerman all the way to the basket with the left hand and is good. It's going to cut the lead to 6, 17-11 here to go with just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Garcia in the post. She's going to look in the corner to Wiebe. Weebe's going to take a screen from Garcia, drive to the basket, and kick it back out to Hoyt. 7 on the shot clock. Hoyt is going to give it to Garcia. Garcia with 3 on the shot clock, going to force it into the lane, and she's going to get bailed out on a foul call here. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Good presence of mind right there by Garcia to force her way into the lane and draw the foul. Garcia on the season has only taken 6 free throw, has made 2 of those. Look to improve that free throw percentage right here at the stripe. Rattles the first one out. And makes a second. Garcia, a 6-foot forward out of Oklahoma, makes a second. 18-11 Blue Jays here with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Diaz, who has been the offense here for the Panthers so far in the first half, misses that one. Stay at home with the rebound. She's going to bring the ball in the front court for the Blue Jays. Gets a screen from Gilmore, looking to run some offense. Hoyt is going to throw it in the lane, intercepted by the Panthers, Sadie Pittman. She's going to give way to Zimmerman, who's going to control the rock here for the Panthers. Good defense right there from the Blue Jays. Pittman gets her own miss back. Diaz with 7 on the shot clock gives it into Pittman. Pittman working around, has a good move right there, and she misses 2 shots, gets her 3rd rebound, and they're going to call a double dribble, I believe, on Sadie Pittman, Blue Jays possession. Pittman had a couple of good looks at the basket there, just could not convert. Stay at home, guarded closely by Zimmerman. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Hoyt, gives it out top to Garcia. Casey Rice, she's going to drive in with the right hand. A little bit strong, good drive there by Rice, unable to convert the layup. And rebounded by the Panthers. Zimmerman controls and stops to set up some offense. And popping a 3, missing it, is number 23, I beg your pardon, Nakia Hackle. Ball doesn't touch iron, goes out of bounds. Blue Jays possession, still up 18-11, just under 2 minutes to play. Zimmerman still playing very aggressive defense on stay at home. She gives the ball to Anna Marie Wilkin. Wilkin, who had a good spark in the first quarter for the Blue Jays, drives in, now brings it out. Blue Jays to Hoyt. Hoyt's going to take a screen from Garcia. 6 on the shot clock, shoots a 3 from the right wing, a little bit strong. Rebound by Gilmore. Blue Jays have hit the offensive glass hard here. But Wilkin, top of the key, thought about a 3. Gives it to Garcia. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Jays. Gilmore in the lane. He's going to give it to Garcia. Strong move into the paint. No good. Rebounded by Zimmerman. Blue Jays had a good look at it there. Just could not convert. Panthers looking to run some offense here. Hackle gives it to Traver. Traver guarded closely by Hoyt, and then she's going to turn the ball over on a travel. Good defense there by Taryn Hoyt. Blue Jays forcing another turnover. That's the 6th of the first half by the Panthers. Now we're under a minute to go here in the first half. Blue Jays leading 18-11. Garcia controlling the rock out top for the Blue Jays. Stay at home's going to find Gilmore in the post, and she has a nice post move for the score. Good feed by Stay at Home and a good move by Gilmore. Blue Jays up 20-11 now. About a 1.5 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Traver's going to give to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with 7 on the shot clock, driving in. She's going to penetrate and makes the layup. Good move there by the point guard. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Blue Jays going to force it ahead, no good. And the final score of the first half is going to be 20-13, Blue Jays leading. We're going to take a break here. We'll come back for some second half action here in Hillsboro.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
Tabor athletes drive to display the Live 5 core values, including integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership during competition. But all spectators join us in displaying only the highest level of sportsmanship during tonight's contest. More awesome foods are coming up here on Game Time. Always the best music here at Tabor College. This is Game Time.
Estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
And just under a minute to go until we start the second half here in Hillsboro. Blue Jays leading the York College Panthers by a score of 20-13. Got a couple of highlights of the first half there for you. Blue Jays leading scorer, Zoe Shield Knight, had 9 points in the first half, almost at her season total of 10. See there, Sammy Jo Peterson hitting a three-pointer from the right corner. Blue Jays really stagnant on offense in the first quarter. Definitely got it going there in the second. Almost doubling their first quarter output. Scored 7 points in the first quarter, 13 points in the second. York College tripled their output in the first quarter. They scored 4 in the first, 9 in the second, beg your pardon. And so here we are, second half underway. Panthers have the ball trailing 20-13. Melody Thompson controlling the ball for the Panthers. Gets the ball back, drives it, forces her way under the basket, right-handed layup, no good. Takes the ball back, tries it again from the opposite side, no good. Ball deflected out of bounds. York College keeps possession. Thompson had a couple of good looks underneath the basket, couldn't get any of them to go. Leading scorer for the Panthers in the first half was number 24, Amia Diaz, hitting several jump shots in the first half, has 7 points. Some confusion by the officials underway. Ball inbound under their own basket, the Panthers. And jump shot no good, rebounded by Casey Rice of the Blue Jays. Rice, the talented small forward, taking the ball in the front court, gives to Ashton Wiebe. Penetrating the lane. Kylie Burns going to give it to Sammy Jo Peterson. Thought about a three-pointer from the right wing. And gives it to Shield Knight. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Jays. Burns in the post. Shield Knight, a 16-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Diaz. Gives way to Deja Durrell. Still scoreless here. Over a minute already into the second half. Thompson penetrating again into the lane. This time she kicks it out. Diaz, 15-footer, no good, a little bit strong. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Panthers ball. They're going to keep possession there. It was a pretty move there by Diaz to the short corner, and a little bit strong on the jumper, though. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers. Thompson going to find Diaz in the left corner. She's going to shoot a three. A little bit strong, no good again. And ball rebounded by the Panthers. Durrell controlling, trying to set up some offense. Durrell into the lane is going to give it to Trujillo. No good jump shot. Rebounded by Ashton Wiebe. Both teams still scoreless here in the second half. Wiebe into the lane. And jump shot no good. But rebounded by Ashton Wiebe. He's going to give it to Casey Rice from the right wing. And that ball is going to be good. A good rebound and a good assist there by Wiebe, setting up Casey Rice for the three-pointer. Blue Jays now leading by 10, 23-13. Diaz aggressively drives to the lane. Can be found by a Blue Jay defender. It's going to be a common foul. Panthers inbounding underneath their own basket. Trujillo under the basket. Oh, what a good move by Julia Trujillo. And gives the Panthers their first points of the second half. 23-15 is our score here in Hillsboro. Shield Knight. No good, rebounded by Diaz. Good stop there by the York College Panthers. Blue Jays like to run their offense through Shield Knight. Made a good move, but just unable to convert on that one. Thompson from the left wing looking inside. He gives it to Trujillo on top, and she overthrows Kendall Fike. Tipped out of bounds. Possession Blue Jays. Ashton Wiebe is going to be guarded closely by Durrell. Blue Jays looking to set up some offense. Sammy Joe Peterson, guarded by Thompson, gets a screen from Burns. Defender falls down, gives it to Rice. He's already hit 1 3 to start the half and makes a 15-foot jumper. Good offense right there by the Blue Jays. Blue Jays extend their lead back to 10, 25, 15, 6:36 to go in the third quarter. Ball strong on that shot by Fike, rebounded by Wiebe. Wiebe gonna look to make something happen in the front court, and good move right there. Aggressive to the basket was Casey Rice, unable to make the short jumper. Durrell pushes aggressively to the basket. Thompson, guarded by Sammy Joe Peterson, to the basket to go. What a beautiful spin move and finish with the left hand. That was by Melody Thompson, the senior from California. Sammy Joe Peterson controlling the rock for the Blue Jays. Gets it to Shield Knight. Burns in the low post going up. Ball goes in and out. Ball tipped and deflected out of bounds. Blue Jays going to maintain possession. Number 4 substitutions coming in for the Blue Jays. 3 for the Panthers. Tara Nelson, Hannah Gilmore, Allie stay at home as Nelson gets the ball under the basket. Gives it to Casey Rice, no good. Rebounded, a strong rebound by Gilmore. Gives it into Taryn Holt, who's also checked in for the Blue Jays. Stay at home. Good ball movement right here from the Blue Jays. Holt gives it to Nelson under the basket, and they're going to call a travel before Nelson made the short jumper. 8-point game, 25-17. Panthers offense going through Deja Durrell. Gives it to Diaz. Aggressive move to the basket by Deshae Jackson. Trujillo gives it back to Jackson. A right-handed scoop shot is good. And the Panthers cut the lead to 6, 25-19. Stay at home, guarded by Durrell. Panthers still in that aggressive man-to-man defense. Casey Rice looking inside. They're going to call an offensive foul. A moving screen on Allie Stay at Home. Her first foul of the game. Blue Jays second of the third quarter. Panthers have cut the lead to 6. Blue Jays have led as many as 10 points. Durrell all the way to the basket. Another scoop layup is good by the Panthers. They cut the lead to 4, 25-21. 6-0 run right now by York College. Stay at home. Gets a screen from Gilmore. Stay at home aggressively to the basket. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Durrell, and Stay at Home is going to go to the free throw line, I believe, to shoot 2. On the season, Stay at Home has made all 4 of her free throw attempts, and I believe I just jinxed her. She is now 4 or 5, shooting a brisk 80% on the season. Makes the second. Now 5 of 6. Blue Jays push their lead back up to 5, 26-21. Ashton Wiebe checking back in a short rest for the sophomore. Deshae Jackson now running the point for the Panthers. She drives all the way aggressively to the basket. Rebounded by Sadie Pittman, the leading rebounder for the Panthers. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Fouls are going to be on Tara Nelson of the Blue Jays. Pittman has an opportunity to cut into this Blue Jay lead. She makes the first. York looking for their first win inside the KCAC. The Blue Jays looking to better their conference record, coming into the game at 3-2 inside conference play. It's Pittman. Makes the second one, cuts the lead at 3, a one-possession ball game here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 26-23 as Ashton Wiebe, guarded by Durrell, looking to run the offense. Two bigs in the high post of the Blue Jays. Wiebe aggressively driving to the basket, double team, kicks it back out to Nelson. And an entry pass not controlled by Gilmore. Tashay Jackson, 2-on-2 in the front court, all the way to the basket. Right-handed layup is good. The Panthers cut the lead to 1, 26-25. A 10-1 run by the Panthers of York College as Taryn Hoyt tries to get the ball into Gilmore. Gilmore gives it out to Tara Nelson. Blue Jays, and this aggressive defense by the Panthers really unsettling the Blue Jays offense as Tashay Jackson goes all the way, and the York College Panthers take the lead 27-26. And this man-to-man defense again making this Blue Jay offense all types of uncomfortable. As another deflection right there by Amia Diaz. York only has one team foul, so they can play very aggressive on defense for the next few minutes, for the closing minutes here in the third quarter. Ashton Wiebe to Sammy Joe Peterson. Sammy Joe guarded by Tashay Jackson. Strong screen by Shield Knight, all the way to the layup, no good. Rebounded by Diaz. Diaz, who had 7 points in the first half, has been silent here in the third quarter. Julia Trujillo with her 4th point of the third quarter extends the Panther lead to 3, 29-26. The Panthers on a 14-1 run here in the third quarter. Shield Knight working in the post. Oh, that's what the Blue Jays needed to stop the bleeding. Shield Knight now, I believe, has 11 points for the Blue Jays. Sadie Pittman, no good, a little bit strong. Rebounded by the Blue Jays. Sammy Jo Peterson, she's going to aggressively drive into the front court. Fouled by Tashay Jackson. It's going to be the second team foul on the Panthers. Common foul. Wiebe aggressively to the basket, double team, gives it over to Gilmore. Gilmore driving to the basketball, deflected by Pittman. She regains it again, but Tashay Jackson stealing the ball. She's in the front court, and she's going to be tripped up by Shield Knight. Tashay Jackson really bringing a spark off the bench for the Panthers in the third quarter. That's her second steal of the quarter. Coming in for the Blue Jays is number 21, Anna Marie Wilkin. She gave a spark for the Blue Jays in the first half. And that's exactly what they need here, down one, trailing the York College Panthers 29-28. Deja Durrell controls the rock, gives it over to Diaz on the left wing. And they're going to call another foul. This time it's going to be on Gilmore, knocking over Julia Trujillo in the lane. And the Panthers are in the bonus. Trujillo will shoot two. Trujillo makes the first. And sinks the second, 2 for 2 at the line for the junior from Colorado. Ashton Wiebe looking to run some offense here for the Blue Jays. She's closely guarded by Durrell. Wiebe drives into the lane, gives it to Shield Knight. at the free throw line extended. Shield Knight gives it inside to Gilmore. Gilmore with the left-handed scoop shot, no good. Rebounded by Pittman, who skied high for the rebound. Panthers have numbers if they decide to push. Trujillo driving to the basket with the left hand, no good. Deflected off the backboard. Sammy Joe Peterson pushing for the Blue Jays. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Blue Jays trailing by 3. Blue Jays actively trying to get the ball inside to Shield Knight, who has 2 points here in the third quarter. Blue Jays down 31-28. 48.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Panthers currently on a 16-3 run. Peterson's going to shoot a 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Diaz. And the Panthers can basically hold for that last shot, a couple of seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Durrell probably going to start the offense with about 7 seconds to go on the play clock. And she's going to fall over. Good defense by Wilkin. Trujillo with 3 seconds on the shot, going to scoop shot, layup, no good. 3 seconds on the game clock. And Ashton Wiebe just going to throw it up from half court, no good. And the Panthers from York College are going to close out the third quarter on a 16-3 run, and they lead it here in Hillsboro, 31-28. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action here in Hillsboro. We're back in Hillsboro. Blue Jays have possession to start the fourth quarter, trailing the Panthers of York College by 3. Blue Jays looking to run their offense through Shield Knight, who has the ball here in the short corner. Gives it to Kylie Burns. Burns spinning in the lane, left-handed floater. Good. What a beautiful move that was by the junior from Valley Center, Kansas. Cuts the lead to 1, 31-30, the Panthers leading. Durrell, the point guard, driving on Stay at Home. Good defense to cut her off on the baseline. Julia Trujillo with the right-hander, no good. Off the backboard, rebounded by Burns. And they're going to call a foul right there. Aggressive was Tashay Jackson. She's going to be called for her 4th. And she provided a spark for the Panthers off the bench in the third quarter, and now she is saddled with 4 fouls. Now they Stay at Home controlling the rock for the Blue Jays. Gives it to Burns. Burns going to give the Shield Knight at the top of the key. Sammy Joe Peterson from the left wing, a little bit strong, rebounded on the floor. Blue Jays after it, Panthers after it. A jump ball will be called. Good hustle right there from both teams. And the Panthers have the ball. Tashay Jackson, who has 4 fouls, comes out of the ball game. Melody Thompson re-enters for the Panthers, who are looking for their first win inside the conference, leading 31-30 here in Hillsboro. Diaz, who has been quiet here in the second half for the Panthers. And they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane. A turnover right there. I believe they're going to call it on Julia Trujillo, who the official said was camped out in the lane. Deja Durrell, again, has played really solid defense all game long. She's going to be called with the hand touch foul. That's going to be the team's second team foul here in the fourth quarter. That is huge for a team that likes to play aggressive man-to-man defense. Blue Jays could get in the bonus sooner rather than later. Kylie Burns has the ball at the right wing elbow. She's going to shoot a shot, and that's going to be her fourth point already in the fourth quarter. Blue Jays take the lead 32-31. Trujillo in the block. Oh, a great block right there from Casey Rice. Oh, and a Blue Jay and a Panther tangled up right there. I believe it's going to be a loose ball foul called on Trujillo. Already the third team foul. As you see, just both players going hard after the basketball on that replay, and there's arms tangled up right there. No harm, no foul. Durrell still aggressively playing that man-to-man defense 90 feet away from the basket. Forces the ball out of the hands of stay-at-homes. Because at the same as Joe Peterson, stay-at-home does get the ball. Peterson off the Burns screen. Gives it back to Burns, who has been hot here in the fourth quarter. A little bit strong on that three-pointer. Ball tipped out by Sammy Jo Peterson, controlled by Casey Rice. She's going to go all the way to the basket, draw the foul, and make the basket. Blue Jays on a 6-0 run here to start the fourth quarter. And you see aggressively driving to the basket. A really solid move there by the sophomore from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Rice looking to get into double digits right here. Has 9 points on the evening now. She gets into 10, extends the Blue Jay lead to 35-31. Panthers looking for their first points of the fourth quarter. Pittman in the post, guarded closely by Burns, has to kick it out. Gets the ball back and forces a layup, but no good. Rebounded by Casey Rice. Blue Jays playing really excellent defense here in the fourth quarter. Rice gives it over to Hoyt. Burns in the post, and she gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two. 5 team fouls now on the Panthers. Blue Jays will be shooting free throws from here on out. It's going to be Diaz's third foul of the game. Blue Jays look to extend that 4-point lead. Burns, an 87% free throw shooter on the season, makes the first. Burns also the team leader in rebounds, just over 4 rebounds per game. And off iron misses the second, rebounded to Fike. Hannah Zimmerman coming off the bench is going to be controlling the rock for the Blue Jays. Foul going to be called on Casey Rice. It's just a Blue Jays first team foul of the fourth quarter. It's only the first team foul on Casey Rice. Durrell looking to run the offense here. Fike gets the ball deflecting. Good defense there from Kylie Burns. Ashton Wiebe controlling a rock. That has been a good matchup all game long. Durrell versus Wiebe. Wiebe to the basket, and a strong drive there by Ashton Wiebe. She extends the lead to 7, 38-31. The Blue Jays start the fourth quarter with a 10-0 run. Blue Jays call 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout with them.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Blue Jays up 38-31. Zimmerman of the Panthers controlling the rock. York looking for their first points of the first quarters. They've been shut out so far. And they go down to Sadie Pittman, and she's going to have the opportunity to complete a three-point play the old-fashioned way. A great entry pass and a great move by Pittman, who makes the basket plus a foul. Pittman has 4 points tonight. A little bit stronger that one, rebounded by Nelson. Casey Rice. Oh, a good move in the post, but a good defensive block right there by Pittman. Panthers trailing 38-35. Looking to cut into that Blue Jay lead. Trujillo from the free throw line, and they hit that one. Trujillo's had a solid game so far, and they cut the lead to a one-possession game, 38-35. Just a good entry pass right there to Trujillo, who found herself open at the free throw line, and she's able to can the 15-foot jump shot. Wiebe gets a screen from Nelson all the way to the basket, kicks it out to Hoyt. Hoyt now with the right hand all the way to the basket. A lot of contact, no call. Ball tipped out of bounds. Blue Jays are going to maintain possession. Shield Knight and Burns coming back into the ball game for Nelson and Gilmore, providing solid minutes off the bench for the Blue Jays. Hoyt inbounding the ball, gives it to Casey Rice in the right corner. She's going to force it up, a floater, and they're going to call a foul on Susie Traver. Rice will go to the free throw line to shoot two. See that there, just got her on the right wrist. Good presence of mind from Rice to shoot that while she had the contact. She makes that one coming into the contest, shooting 90% from the charity stripe. Just adds to that. Beautiful looking shot from the free throw line. 40-35 is our score here in Hillsboro. Blue Jays looking to go to 4-2 in KCAC play. York looking to pick up their first conference win. Traver gives it to Zimmerman on the left wing. Zimmerman pulls the ball out, looking to run the offense here. Traver drives in. 8-foot floater, and that goes in. Traver scores her first points of the ball game. Cuts the lead back to a one-possession game. 4:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Burns, who's played a really solid second half, as has Wiebe, who drives in, kicks it out. Casey Rice has it to Hoyt in their left corner. A little bit strong, rebounded, controlled by Trujillo of the Panthers. Panthers aggressively pushing. Traver in the front court. Gives it to a cutting Trujillo. Right-handed scoop shot. Good. Cuts the lead to 1. Timeout will be called by the Panthers as Coach LaTorre wants a timeout. And she's going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with her here in Hillsboro. The Blue Jays leading the Panthers 40-39.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
(40-39) is our score here in Hillsboro. Blue Jays have possession. Shield Knight being quiet here in the second half. Casey Wright in the lane, back to Shield Knight. 8 on the shot clock. Rice penetrating, guarded by Zimmerman, kicking it back out to Shield Knight. She's going to have to shoot a 3, a little bit short, rebounded by Zimmerman, but the ball's going to be stolen by Wiebe. She's going to give it to Shield Knight, and there's going to be, and the official stops play. And because the Panthers had possession briefly, the shot clock should reset to 30. The shot clock only reset to 20, so 28 seconds is going to be put on the shot clock. And Blue Jays inbounded to Shield Knight. And again, Durrell just harassing Wiebe on the defensive side of play. Good entry pass. Burns with the right-handed layup is good. And she's been really nails here in the second half. She has 7 points in the game. All of them coming in the second half. Durrell driving on Wiebe. They're going to call her on a travel. Let her pivot foot slip. Good defense right there by Wiebe. You see that, and that's just had her right foot drag a little bit. Peterson going to bring the ball in the front court, guarded by the freshman Zimmerman. Blue Jays lead it by a field goal, 42-39. Going into Shield Knight. Shield Knight has great positioning with the left hand. A great entry pass by Kylie Burns. Big to big. Blue Jays extend the lead, 44-39. Just over 2 minutes to play. And Durrell aggressively drives to the basket, going to draw the foul. It's going to be Ashton Wiebe's second, third team foul. Couple of substitutions in for the Panthers. Tashay Jackson coming in. She has 4 fouls. Jackson has the ball. Guarded by Peterson. And she's going to draw the offensive foul. So Jackson enters the game, and an offensive foul is going to be called against her. And you see great positioning there by Sammy Jo Peterson. It's going to be the 5th foul called on Jackson, who really provided a spark off the bench in the third quarter. And that's going to bring Amia Diaz, the leading scorer for the Panthers, off the bench. You have to imagine that York is going to try to run their offense through Diaz. Peterson. And Diaz steals it from Peterson. And 1-on-2, spins her way in the lane. A great defensive play turns into offense. for the Panthers as Diaz gets right off the bench and scores a layup. It's going to be her, I believe, her 9th point of the evening, averaging 14.4 coming into the game. Rice, who's had a solid game so far, controlling the ball for the Blue Jays, looks into Shield Knight. Good defense by Fike. Now Shield Knight gets the ball, double team, kicks it back out to Rice. A wide open Blue Jay in the corner. Peterson, no good. Rebounded, going to be controlled by Trujillo of the Panthers. 44-41, just over 90 seconds to play here in regulation. A timeout's going to be called by York, and they're going to want a full timeout. Again, we will take it with them here in Hillsboro. The Blue Jays lead it 44-41. With 1:18 left to go here in the fourth quarter, York has possession of the ball, down 3. Looking to cut into the lead or tie here. Durrell gives the ball to Fike, who controls the ball, the right wing, and they were looking for a cutting Trujillo, and the Panthers turn the ball over with 1:11 to go in regulation. Blue Jays inbound the ball to Casey Rice, gives the ball back to Kylie Burns, who's unguarded, and she walks into the front court trying to give the ball to Wiebe, who's hounded by Durrell, and they're going to be called a foul against Durrell, and Wiebe's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Panthers did not need a foul in that situation, as plenty of times on the game clock. That clock's at a minute right now, but Wiebe will go to the line to shoot 2. Wiebe, an 80% free throw shooter. Blue Jays, as a team, a really solid free throw shooting team at 73% coming into the ball game. Wiebe makes her second, extends the lead to 5. Amia Diaz, the star player for the Panthers controlling the rock, gives it to Durrell. Gives it over to Traver. Traver drives in, gets cut off, gives it to Fike, who gives it to Trujillo. Trujillo pump fake in the lane, pump fakes again, and no good. Rebound controlled by Casey Rice and the Blue Jays. Rice hounded by Traver, and she's going to go to the free throw line. And Rice, now on the season, shooting above 90% from the stripe. Not necessarily the one you want to foul. Rice makes the first one. And Rice makes the second one. A timeout is going to be called by the Panthers, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here as the Blue Jays lead it by 7. It is now a 3-possession game thanks to back-to-back trips to the free throw line by the Blue Jays, converting all their free throws in the last 30 seconds. Shield Knight the Blue Jays' leading scorer to this point with 13 points, 5 of 11 from the field. Casey Rice has started an excellent game with 12 points. Beg your pardon, with 14 points. He's actually the Blue Jays' leading scorer. And again, Blue Jays looking to go to 4-2 inside of conference play. Durrell, guarded by Wiebe. Fike looking to get the ball in Trujillo. Diaz forces a three from the top of the key. No good. Ball deflected, controlled by Rice. A foul's going to be called on the Panthers. Rice will be going back to the free throw line. Again, Rice, an excellent free throw shooter. Already has 14 points in the game. Looking to extend her total. If she makes both of her free throws, extends the game to 9 points. As she misses the first. Cannon's a second, and another 30-second timeout is going to be called by Coach Latore of the Panthers. We'll keep it right here. Matter of fact, we'll take a short break with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
.3 seconds left in regulation here in Hillsboro. The Panthers are all out of timeouts, trailing by 8, 49-41. They'll need some Reggie Miller-esque heroics here in the final 20 seconds as Diaz turns the ball over off her knee out of bounds. Blue Jays possession, virtually out of reach at this point. As Coach Sean Reed of the Blue Jays wants 30 seconds to talk to his team. A short timeout again. We will take it with them.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Sammy Joe Peterson inbounding the ball for the Blue Jays with 17.8 seconds left. Have to imagine the Panthers playing aggressively on defense. And they're going to foul Casey Rice, who's looking to add to her 15-point total. Has gone to the line a bunch here in the last minute or so. Game's virtually out of reach at this point. Blue Jays seemingly will go to 4-2 in conference play. 30 minutes after this game concludes, the men's basketball team will take on the York College Panthers men's basketball team. Rice goes 1-2 from the line, 16 points, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. And the contest is really had a solid game for the Blue Jays as Durrell forces a three up, in and out and back in it goes. A little bit too late as the buzzer sounds here in Hillsboro. And the Blue Jays women's basketball team wins against the York College Panthers by a score of 50-44. They improved to 4-2 inside of conference play, and that will conclude the ball game. Again, in 30 minutes, the Tabor College men's basketball team will be playing, and we'll have it right here. So stay tuned. Tabor College women's basketball beats York by a score of 50-44. Blue Jays get their 4th conference win here. A number of different highlights in the game. 2 Blue Jays reached double figures as Casey Rice had 16 points in the game. A lot of that coming from the line late. And also Zoe Shield Knight had 13 points. Came in averaging just above 10, so improving on her point total on the season. The leading scorer for the Panthers was Julia Trujillo, who had a solid game for the Panthers. As you see, that was Kylie Burns, who played a huge game in the second half. She had a number of back-to-back buckets, as you see a couple of right there. And again, Casey Rice just had a solid ball game, as you see her on that and-one opportunity. And the point guard, Ashton Wiebe, also had a solid game, as she was the one that drove that three-point play. Blue Jays had a solid passing all night long, as you see that great entry pass from Kylie Burns to Shield Knight. And the Blue Jays again extend their win total in conference to 4 games in just over 12 minutes. We will have the men's basketball game as they take on the Panthers of York College, so stay tuned for that. We'll be back shortly.